They took Christopher, but they kill us each and every day.
Following a string of public and brazen shootings across the Lower Mainland, we're hearing from a local victims advocate. She's worried things could get even worse and is blaming the court system for the violence we're seeing now.
You can throw so much money at the police force and give them intelligence and train and put more boots on the streets, but ultimately, the law is enforced by the courts of British Columbia.
Eileen Mohan's 22-year-old son Christopher was one of the innocent bystanders killed in the Surrey Six shootings back in 2007. Mohan says on that day over a decade ago, her son was leaving their family home to go play basketball. He was shot and killed with 5 other men in one of the Lower Mainland's most high-profile cases of gang violence. And the loss of her son is something she faces every single day.
But each day when I come home, my home is totally empty, and it tells me who is not in my home.
She believes the legal system needs to step up in order to address ongoing gang violence.
In my opinion, if you're a criminal and you have disregarded the law, your rights cannot be as equal as mine. There has to be some consequences to their actions. There has to be some really enforced message out there from the court system that this will not be tolerated.
But former Attorney General and Supreme Court Judge Wally Opal explains it's not that simple.
But it's important to remember that these cases are very difficult to investigate for the police, very difficult to prosecute, and they very seldom get to the courts. You can't very well blame the judges because there are no cases before the courts. People who get involved in these types of killings, this type of violence, don't help the police. They don't cooperate with the police. And any police officer will tell you that they're very difficult to investigate, and so as a result, there are not many charges that are laid.
And he says these shootings will continue as long as there's a demand for illegal drugs.
As long as we have illegal drugs, as long as people want to buy drugs, and as long as there's profit to be made, you're going to have this type of activity on our streets.
As for a message to gang members, Mohan says she's not wasting her breath.
Me wasting my breath on them, it's not going to solve the system. It needs to come right from the top, and it needs to come from the courts of British Columbia.
In Surrey, Miranda Fatur, City News.